Okay, so the peak temperature it reached was 122. I just kicked the fan on, and you can see it's basically dropping like a rock. I don't know how low it'll actually go, but I didn't quite reach full boil yet, but close enough. I'll keep an eye on this and see if it actually did below 100. Should be kind of cool. Go back to that. But so the max it hit was 122. Minimum. I mean, that's just when I guess I don't know. Turn this thing on, or I don't know. But ambient temperature 65, and the thermocouple agreed with the temperature reading on that, so I know it is accurate. And let's go back. All right, maybe not quite below 100, but might actually get there maybe. Go, baby, go. Alright, I'll pick back up after this is run for a bit. Okay, second test to verify my findings. This time I'm running the pump and the heater, just to really stress it out. You can just sit there and be a good brew cat. Really stress it out and see if the findings are in fact valid. And I also relocated the thermocouple, taped to the side of the plug as close as I could to the edge of it, and also on the inside, so it's sandwiched between the two plugs, so no airflow when the fan itself should get to it, or if I have any air blowing over just the thermocouple itself. So now we will see if this actually makes a difference as well, and hopefully at least confirms my findings to myself.
This is the boring part where I give you my conclusions. I think this actually does make a difference. It seems to drop temperatures on the plug, no matter where the probe is placed. Obviously, different locations would have it more or less, but overall it does seem to make a difference. I don't. Well, the one thing I can't answer is whether or not this will actually make a difference to the longevity and or safety of anybody's current Connect box. But if it stays cool, then my hypothesis is that it should never fail, pretty much, right? Because I gotta wonder if this thing reaches a critical point where it gets too hot, and heat means resistance, and the more resistance you have, the more heat you get, and I just wonder if it eventually just feeds back into itself over the course of a brew day, and then nukes your plug. Now, either way, this thing actually the fan was keeping it cool when running both the pump and the heating element, which they say you can only do for a maximum of 2 or 3 hours, I believe, and I gotta wonder if that's just some sort of thermal limitation to the passive heat sinks in it. Well, if you don't have that limitation anymore, and if you just have a fan on the entire time, it has to improve the overall functionality of the unit, right? And, well, let's face it, electronics like to be kept cool. So take this for what it's worth. Overall, I'm pleased with the results I got.